I'll go ahead. This is it recording, and I'll do the 3, 2, 1, go. And then on go, we'll unpause. You ready?
Yep.
All right. Let's do this. Oh, let me make sure I mute the stream. All right. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go. What is up, guys? My name is Benji Dum Dum Doggy Saxon. As always, I'm joined by my friend Tyler Faxy Frim. Today, we are watching Immortals versus TSM. Super hype matchup here in week 2 of the LCS. Summer split. And the reason it's hype is because this team, or these two teams, have a lot of history with each other. Specifically, Immortals getting the best of TSM time and time again. Especially last split, the super famous 10K gold throw from TSM. So we're going to have to see if today TSM can start rewriting history a little bit and replace their 1-1 start with a 2-1 start. And for Immortals, looking to get their first win on the board here. And if they're able to do that over TSM, that's going to earn them a lot of street cred. And they're going to tie immediately with TSM in the standings. Tyler, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. Super excited for this matchup. As you already said, very historic matchup we have between these two teams. Immortals always having TSM's number, but TSM looking to turn it around this match.
Yeah, let's go ahead and look at some of these picks as we see Set and Kaisa already picked up, which means most likely that there will not be a Volibear in this game, as we see Ica locks in the Ornn as well for Soaz in the top lane. And that is a Trundle Ezreal. Trundle jungle, Ezreal bot lane. And Rakan going to be picked up for the Kaisa and Doublelift there in the bot lane. Interesting choice to pair the Rakan with the Kaisa instead of Xayah Rakan, given that Xayah did get those buffs recently in the 10.12 patch. But yeah, sorry, you go ahead.
Sorry. I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of TSM. It looks like they will be playing around their bot lane a lot. They tossed an Aphelios ban out, so they got rid of that like super late game insurance ADC from Immortals. So it's gonna be harder for TSM to get outscaled this game, just like last year when they did get outscaled. But on top of that, they picked the Rakan up, great playmaker in the bot lane, banned the Leona. So then that's another counter pick away from Rakan. And really liking what I'm seeing out of here. Weird Kindred ban from Immortals. However, they're probably thinking that TSM might take it to counter Potluck, really trying to set their jungler up for success. And a Karma ban out of TSM as well. Really just trying to hammer in this bot lane.
Yeah, make sure there's no funny supports coming in. As TSM already got their bot lane solidified. Want to make sure, talking with Doublelift and Biofrost. Hey, what's a problem here? And they're responding, oh, we don't want to see a Karma and a Leona. Understandable. Also, Karma can be a problem in the mid lane as well. So it's kind of a flex ban when you think about it. As we see the next pick going over to Doublelift here, probably going to pick up their jungler and give the last pick to Bjergsen, as per usual for TSM. Oh, and we see Fiddlesticks gonna be locked in for Spica there. Oh, in the jungle. That's very exciting. You heard
the surprises were done for the day.
Last game was the Volibear, and this game we get the Fiddlesticks. It's a good day to be a caster, Tyler. It is a good day as we wait for Altec to pick his champ. Tyler, what do you think about Fiddlesticks versus Trundle?
Fiddlesticks, Fiddlesticks right now is just a solo queue terror. Was the highest win rate jungler at least last patch, maybe the patch before. I do not know how he's doing on this patch. However, he is just so good. Did receive a nerf this patch though to his minion damage to lane minions, but just such a great jungler to say the least. He can clear camps all at once. He has fears and silences, a lot of damage in his kit. And I'm just excited to see this. However, I would say that TSM now is erring on the squishier side as the Kassadin hover for Bjergsen, another exciting pick if that goes through.
That'd be super exciting to see this Kassadin Orianna matchup here in the mid lane. But to probe a little bit more, Lee Sin However, is this going to be a Fiddlesticks mid?
Mm,
Possibly.
could even be. Oh my goodness! It
And
might be
leasing
the.
it. Wait,
What
what
is?
is happening?
What? What? Oh my gosh! That's
Okay,
a
so
Fiddlesticks mid for Bjergsen.
oh wow, I haven't seen Fiddlesticks mid in a really long time.
So
I did Fiddlesticks mid back in season 4. Obviously old Fiddlesticks, right? But wow, I haven't even. This is crazy. Hey, and this has kind of become the new staple for TSM is pulling out crazy picks that no one has seen before. We saw it a lot last split. Even last week, we saw Spica pull out the cane. It did end in a loss, but it's super exciting to see TSM not afraid to pick up champs that are unconventional to the meta and to the rest of the world. And I am just so excited to see this matchup.
yeah, and I mean, as I was saying, Fiddlesticks did get nerfed on his W to the minion damage he does with his W now. It went from 40% to 50% damage on his W. So Bjergsen, I don't see many laning Fiddlesticks, but I would expect he is going to have a little bit of a hard time clearing and pushing out waves. And I don't see Fiddlesticks mid ever nowadays, so no idea
Yeah.
how this matchup in the mid lane is going to go. But he is very squishy and does have no mobility, so
I'm just
can't wait
trying
to
to
get into
think.
the game.
I'm excited too. I'm just trying to think like what Smurf did Bjergsen go on to convince him to go
Pure shock.
Fiddlesticks
Oh
mid?
my goodness.
Oh, jeez, it just. Oh,
It,
and we see Doublelift
what
here in the top lane.
top lane? Oh, are they
Are,
going to make a play on his SOAS? They
they
don't
see
know.
it. They
Oh
see
my
him play.
oh
Look
my.
with that. They see 4 players going in onto Soaz there on the top lane as he dashes through Doublelift. Oh, that would have been such a good play if they actually killed him. Man, if you're Soaz, you gotta be super scared as you see 4 TSM players come out of nowhere in 3 different directions. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
oh. Both teams put deep wards down to their opposite side blue buffs just to get some early vision down. And man, dude, this game already starting off exciting.
Immortals versus TSM, man. That's always an exciting game to watch, and I feel very fortunate right now to cast it myself. Wow, cool stuff here as we see Bjergsen beginning the laning phase here. I do want to touch on the fact he is laning against an Orianna, and once Orianna hits level 2, 3, Orianna's a very oppressive lane, right? I'll know it in my solo queue experience, right? It's very hard to play against just because the Q cooldown is really low and the mana cost is pretty low as well.
Going for a level 2 invade off the red buff, gonna get spotted out by the ward from Potluck
So
as he
Potluck
will
knows he's
face
here.
check. But speak up. Sixth sense right there. Oh, and goes onto the blue buff.
To sort of
So
juke
much
him out
confidence.
there. And I think he's gonna steal it now because he's got
Bjergsen has so much pressure in the mid lane.
getting the early level advantage out of the Orianna here. Wow. That
This is
is this
such a
is
different look at
crazy. What a
them.
crazy game. As we see Bjergsen's gonna take some damage there in the mid lane. But he's just gonna
So
heal it
much
right back up.
pain.
Oh my god. I'm definitely trying this out as soon as possible. But enough about the mid. As exciting as it is, let's talk about these other lanes here. Set versus
I don't know
Ornn.
if I can.
Well, you might have to because Spica is here in the tri bush by top turret as we see a TP coming in from Fiddlesticks. TPing in. That's 3 players. That's a 3-man knockup from Soaz. Broken Blade's gonna take the turret as he's gonna pick up the kill as well, and that's first blood for TSM. What a crazy game so far. Bjergsen TPing in.
And they're gonna go back in on
They're gonna go back in. Obviously, Broken Blade's not gonna.
Does hit 3. He does hit 3 though.
Bjergsen gonna TP out.
Taken.
He's taking super low. Spica's gonna take the turn. He's gonna go down. But they get the reply kill, right? They kill Soaz twice in 20 seconds.
This lane's over for Soaz. It's just done. Oh,
Oh my goodness. That's 1 kill for Speaker, and that's 1 kill for Broken Blade. And in the meantime, Potluck is able to take
looking for a play bot lane.
looking for Double Lift and Bifrost pretty safe here as they knock up Gate, taken really low. That's Ica Potluck coming in from the side. Gonna do this tower dive. Potluck taken super low as Ica's gonna kill Double Lift there. And they're able to leave unscathed. Good dive from Immortals.
Man, such an action-packed game. We already have 4 kills in 4 minutes. Gold is looking really even right now.
Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
You just have to think that, well, for one thing, Bjergsen did miss a lot of waves, but it looks like he is catching back up as Ica did reset after that play bot. But this top lane is all but over for Soaz.
Yeah, it's got to be at this point. Dying twice in 20 seconds here. And TSM played the double dive, I guess you could say, about as perfectly as you can, right? Let's see, that's a triple knockup. That's a CC out of the way, right? So now, once the CC is gone, they start layering the damage, and that's Broken Blade who took the tower shots, stepping out of aggro to make sure he doesn't die. In the reply there, right? When he comes back, they try to make sure that Spica takes those turret shots. He overstays, he ends up dying. But I mean, pretty almost perfect tower dive management there.
And on top of that, I would like to point out that they were really good about not aggroing the tower before Soaz uses 3-man knockup. If someone was aggroed on the tower and that knockup hit on all 3, Soaz might have traded 2 for 1 there.
Right. They just really wanted to wait, and they did a good job baiting out Soaz, not hitting him before he was using the knockup and such. Do you want to take a second? Let's talk about this mid lane here, because it's 40 to 27, and that's not very good in the CS department. This Potluck is going to be taking the first Drake of the game for himself. Really crazy stuff.
Just another thing I want to point out is just look at the vision on either side of the map. You know, these teams have decided that TSM has chosen the top, and Immortals have chosen the bot side. As you can see, 3 control wards. Soaz is clearing out 1, but 3 control wards in the top side for TSM, and Immortals having 2 deep wards in the TSM jungle.
Just showing like, all right, this is ours. Oh, Soaz actually getting 6 before Broken Blade, doing a lot of damage onto him. He's super low. He's one shot, and he's gonna make it out of there. And the minion's not gonna be able to kill him. Super
still
close.
But Pollock is walking down, maybe sensing something is about to come. But Immortals have no idea.
They have no idea Spica's there. Try to make a play. Does Potluck back up before Spica gets the gank off?
Oh,
he does! And look! And Broken Blade's TPing on the backside. Altek's taken super low. He's going to get taken down. And then Gate's going to be ulted by the set. Body slammed into the ground into 4 waiting TSM members. What a beautiful play from TSM into the bot lane there. Wow. Really cool stuff. And that is a 2-0-1 set. And a 2-1-2. 100% kill participation lease in there. Wow, crazy stuff.
I don't know what happened this week in practices, but TSM is looking so much different from last week. Just, hitting the go button from minute 1 with that 4-man top lane.
Oh, man.
Fiddlesticks mid roam, the double dive onto Soaz, and now that TP play on the bot lane of Immortals. This TSM, like, where has it been all this time, man?
I don't know, but I'm really happy and excited to see it. And you saw, if you watch the TSM Double Lift interview, right, where he was talking about the changes and the coaching and whatnot, he was talking to Travis Gafford about week 1 was really just pre-jitters. As we see a replay of this play here, Tyler, do you want to break anything down?
I mean, it's just Immortals getting completely caught off guard by Spica. He stood under in that alcove for like 2 minutes there, as there does look like there's gonna be a lane swap, and Immortals getting the jump on the cannot remember that figure of speech, but
jumping the gun.
jumping the gun on this tower. TSM picking up the first Rift Herald as Soaz has to step back so far. But the biggest thing I want to highlight is Bjergsen is going to tank Fiddlestick's mid. He has picked up the Spectre's cowl. He does not plan on dying to any AP, which is really bad because Immortals, their main damage is coming from AP, out of the Trundle, out of the Ornn, out of Ezreal and Orianna, and just like, I cannot see this Bjergsen dying unless you just get dogpiled.
And this is huge. Watch this. The blue buff has just been stolen. As Biofrost goes in, Ica pops the Orianna ultimate shockwave, tries to save himself, gets really low. Spica going in, has to flash to stop himself from dying from the wolves. Jumps, blast goes out of the Ornn ult. He's going to try to get out of there. Q's to a minion. All right, let's take a look at Biofrost. Really low. Dufflef going to be peeling for him in the damage department. Bjergsen, so tanky. Can't be killed. Goes in with the Fiddlesticks. Ult, and Immortals is on the run.
TSM is back up.
Goodness, what a crazy play from TSM. I'm over here trying to, help you out in some of this, color casting, right? Talk about some of the highlights, right? Some of the little nuances of the game. And TSM jumping the gun. 7 kills in this game in 10 minutes. Super bloody. Way more bloody than the CLG Golden Guardians game that we just saw. Wow. And I have to reassess the game to see if it even applies at this point, but I was going to talk about how Ica didn't get his blue buff that he was hoping to get because Spica just stole it with the help of Doublelift there. Wow, crazy stuff for this game.
Right now, what I'm thinking is that if TSM win this game, do teams start thinking about banning the Fiddlesticks away from them?
Oh my! And like you know how Syndra and Zillion are like the pocket picks for Bjergsen.
Yeah,
we start seeing the Fiddlesticks pocket pick for him. He's 20 CS down now, but the team is in a really good spot at this point.
But I mean, like that's a sacrifice he was willing to take. He sacked his lane for those early roams and put his team in such a great position.
Oh my goodness gracious! Oh. This is shaping up to be a very entertaining game as Doublelift and Alttech going to be sparring off here in the bot lane. That's all the turret plates gone for the side of Immortals. A lot of gold in their pockets there. They are happily enjoying. Keep in mind, Spica's got the Rift Herald, and he is currently on the bottom side of the map. So maybe we see a Rift Herald play down in the bot lane in about 30 seconds or so. We'll have to see.
Another thing to keep in mind, though, is that with TSM grouping up so much and making all these plays, it has resulted in a little bit of an XP difference in every single solo lane. It's looking even right now, but Immortals is about half a level ahead. Spica may be looking for a play mid, as Biofrost is roaming up. They do have wards, spotting him out.
Spawning him out, and look where they're positioned. Look where Potluck is positioned compared to Spica. As we see a little bit of a skirmish there in the bot lane. Spica looking to go in.
And they already know what's going to happen.
They already know what's up. Let's see these ultimates. Keep an eye on Bjergsen over here. He's going to pop the ult.
Over the wall.
Alttech's going to get taken down. And that is a dead Immortals bot lane as we see. Soaz is keeping in.
With the ulti.
All right, he sees the Ornn ult. He's going to ult the Bjergsen. Oh, he does. And Bjergsen's going to get taken.
The sustain!
The sustain was real as they get a reply kill. Good on him. Good on him. And Spica, you got to drop this Rift Herald soon. It's about to expire. He drops
it. Does expire. Oh.
Did he dropped it, right? Okay, he dropped it in the mid lane. All right. Cool. That's not so bad. 1-for-1 trade there. Good TP reply out of Soaz, but you are giving a lot of solo XP and farm to Broken Blade up in the top lane. And it looks like Immortals are trying to get first turret here in the bot lane. No, they're going to back off. All right. And they're going to...
A lot of pings in the mid lane for TSM right now. Probably just wanting to guide this Rift Herald in for 2 free plates onto Spica.
Right. Take a look at Gate. Just got some wards down on the red buff there. As Soaz gets some damage.
Let him get the charge off as he will walk and get the hit. Does not stop the Rift Herald.
And that's 2 free plates for the side of TSM. First turret has not gone down yet, but TSM is up 2K gold. Let's take a look at this replay again. All right, Spica showing up a little bit early here, so the TSM bot lane's not able to reply immediately, putting a lot of damage, focusing Altek. Look at the synergy, right? They focus Altek first, and then they go for a gate immediately afterwards. Bjergsen taking a little bit too much damage from the turret, and Soaz is able to land the ultimate and get a kill onto him for the reply. And TSM backs off, not wanting to commit for the 3v3 because Ica is level 10. That's a pretty big Orianna at this point. And Shockwave and the cleanse as well. Also, I didn't even notice that he had cleanse at this point. And I have to.
Spellbook, so.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense.
I actually do believe Ica did start with the cleanse in this game, as Immortal's going for very aggressive play.
And that's because of the wards that they got from Gate, maybe 30 seconds earlier, if you remember, on the red buff.
Yeah, and I'd also like to point out that as there's just another fight.
TSM opting to not take any breaks. A lot of damage as Doublelift just completely melts Altek there. And Spica's going to go in and kill Gate. And they're going to Biofrost Spica. Deciding not to go for Potluck as they sense there's an Orianna around here somewhere. They're going to pull this blue buff out. And remember, Ica's basically the only damage source for Immortals at this point. 2-1 and 0. One completed item. TSM going to steal that blue buff, and they are 4K ahead with a Fiddlesticks mid lane. Whew! And that's 2 turrets dead in the span of 20 seconds.
Before that fight, that Soaz with no TP had to be around mid lane in case a fight does break out, and Broken Blade has all the time in the world to sit bot with his TP. But TSM, it doesn't look like they need Broken Blade, as they just steamroll Immortals in that fight.
And there's just so many things to talk about at this point, right? Let's talk about Spica having a great game on the Lee Sin. Fiddlesticks aside, he's playing a really good Lee Sin at this point. 100% kill participation, 4-1 and 5. And, Lee Sin, we know, tried and true champion is a champion that needs to get going early, right? Not very useful in the late game except for maybe some flashy kick plays. Doing really well for himself this far into the game. And Bjergsen just finished his first item on the tank Fiddlesticks.
I think he's going for Frozen Heart next.
I think so. And I admitted it earlier. I don't know anything about Fiddlesticks mid, and I sure as hell don't know anything about tank Fiddlesticks mid. What do you know?
I know that Fiddlesticks has great sustain with his new W. A lot of good CC, big team fight disruptor, so a really good off tank. I wouldn't say he's like the best tank, but at the same time, he does a surprising amount of damage with that W max. I just, most of the time when you see tank Fiddlesticks, it's in the top lane, maybe even the jungle. Never have I seen a Fiddlesticks in the mid lane.
And if you wanted a Fiddlesticks, right, on your team, and you wanted sort of like a tanky mid laner, there were other options on the board. You could have gone with the Galio, right? Niski played it in week 1, right? There's other tank mids that you could have possibly gone, but you decided to go for the Fiddlesticks. Why is that? Why do you think, Tyler?
I have not been scouting Bjergsen solo queue games, but he have had a lot of games on this week. Probably was prepping it. I guess it is a little bit surprising that he pulled it out on Immortals, given that this was a very TSM favored matchup, but at the same time, you got to guarantee the wins. Probably safer to pull it out against a team that you do expect to beat. But at the same time, it's just, I think Bjergsen really wanted to show that he does have this pick out there, and that teams need to be thinking about who they're going to be banning against this TSM now, because this entire TSM, just the bot side of the map, especially along with Bjergsen, are not really meta champions. Kaisa does not come to mind as a very strong EDC right now. Neither does Rakan. Rakan is actually on the weaker side of things.
Right. And what's scary is that if they're weaker side, right, they're not meta, but these are champs that TSM.
Bjergsen getting caught
Oh,
out.
Bjergsen getting caught out, but he's just so tanky. He's tanking
Yeah,
3 players from Immortals, and he lives as they burn everything into him. Spica going in, gets the kickoff, gonna Doublelift ulting in to kill Gate. Ica gonna be taken really low. He's dead now, as TSM is just able to respond to Bjergsen getting caught out there and living. And he's back in the fountain doing perfectly fine as the rest of the team goes on to Immortals. Wow. And the play's not even over. They're going to take the mid-tier 2 turret. I just assumed it was over, but I was wrong to assume that. This game is insane.
And this TSM, I don't think we've ever seen it before. Pressing the gas pedal down oh, wait, speak up? No, he's fine.
He's good. He's going to ward hop out of there. You were saying?
Oh, do you want to talk about this replay first?
Yeah,
this
if you want to hop
a
while
on. Ago, actually. This is when
SOAS
was posturing around mid lane. Okay.
Look at Altec there, just getting absolutely obliterated by Doublelift.
Yeah, and I mean, such a late flash at a gate. Probably not the correct replay they wanted to show. Man, I forgot what I was going to talk about. But actually, no, I didn't. So, Bjergsen right there, just tanking up 4 people, with buying so much time, just demonstrating the power of this Fiddlesticks. And I was going to follow that up with, they go against FlyQuest tomorrow. You know, this is the same FlyQuest that went 5 games with this TSM last split and knocked them out of playoffs. This is the same FlyQuest that went to finals, 2nd place in spring split. So, you know, looking like a contender this split, especially go to Worlds. But, you know, if I'm FlyQuest right now looking at this TSM, like,
I'm scared.
I have no idea what I'm going to do.
I'm so scared.
Like, which TSM is going to show up? You know, the one that's going to press the gas pedal from minute 1, pull out all these unorthodox picks? Or one that maybe conforms a little bit more and, like, goes back to, like, the TSM we're used to seeing in the slower style. But as it looks like, oh my god,
Bjergsen and Doublelift gonna synergize here to get the almost insta-kill on the Ornn. Tell me, when's the last time you've seen an Ornn die? Granted, it was about, he was around 2/3 health, right? When's the last time you've seen an Ornn die in, like, less than a second?
When he builds armor against 2 champions that do primarily AP damage.
Oh my goodness. TSM playing Immortals like a fiddle in Game 3, Week 2 of the NALCS Summer Split. And, you know, just what you were saying earlier about this TSM looking like a totally different team at this point. If I'm FlyQuest, I'm shaking in my boots right now. I'm wanting to fly away. The TSM looks scary right now. As Doublelift has 3 items.
And a stacked man.
And a stacked amount of money. Ica, not Ica. Altec only got 2. Not even close to his 3rd.
Yeah, and another thing oh my god, the vision right now for Immortals.
Oh no.
Oh, 1 control word down. Oh. As Doublelift can just solo the dragon. That's something I see in my solo queue games. What is happening? Immortals goal down as they look for a play on the gate. Will not get it as Biofrost is feeling just fine with Spica over the wall.
And TSM looking so good right now. And I'm the resident TSM fan here, right? I am very happy with what I'm seeing right now. Granted, it's against Immortals. All right, let's slow down for a second. We're playing Immortals, a team that was slated to be maybe 10th, or if they had a really good year, 9th in the NALCS. So let's not get our hopes up just yet. Remember, they have FlyQuest tomorrow, but at 22 minutes or 23 minutes, basically, they are 8K gold up.
And it feels like TSM is just 4v5 in this entire game. You know, like, Broken Blade has not been a part of a single fight. Actually, he was part of that mid lane fight for 1 kill. But, like, he has just been on the side lane this entire time farming.
Look at this solo queue strat. We're seeing a perfect 1-3-1 here. As Broken Blade's going to back off as the rest of Immortals posture towards him. But Bjergsen having pressure on the bottom lane as well. And you have the TSM bot lane running it down mid. Really good split play coming out of TSM. Identifying what they need to do at this point. You know, your Fiddlesticks mid has a TP, so you don't really have to worry about that as they try to clearing out some vision. But Immortals knows that there is movement on the Baron at this point. But are they going
So
to do
instead of
anything
that
about it?
oh, and from behind, Biofrost comes in with the
With
charm.
Broken Blade, and it just charges in. Where did he come from? We were looking at the play onto the
Baron.
Baron. I didn't even see Biofrost in the backline there, doing so much work for the team, setting up the play perfectly, and that is an Immortals ace at 24 minutes.
Picture perfect team fight out of TSM 5-0. Did not even see Biofrost coming. And I mean, we'll talk about it when the replay comes, but I did want to say there's been so much action in this game that I couldn't. But
Yeah.
Erickson, his effigies, that special trinket that Fiddlesticks gets, does block ward vision. So he has so much vision control with his effigies. As we do get the Bud Light Ace replay,
Oh, look
it looks like Biofrost comes from the behind with his charm as Broken Blade is there and picks off Gate and
Look how
Potluck.
quickly TSM is able to converge onto one spot. You have Doublelift with his ult. You have Broken Blade with his ult. You have Bjergsen with his as well. There's just so much movement that can happen on the side of TSM so fast that you blink and 5 members are on top of the Immortals bot lane just instantly. My goodness.
Honestly, I don't know why Immortals kept going there. You know, Ica did get a 3-man shockwave, half health, you know, about 3 of the TSM members, but you know, all you have left is Soaz, Gate, and Altec. Oh, not even Gate, Altec and Ica. You know, a lot of damage, but Soaz committing the TP and the ult, it just so confusing for Immortals to press on.
Yeah, really confusing there. Do you want to touch on
12K gold up?
12K gold up. I do want to touch on a point that you were making a second ago about TSM looking strong with off-meta picks. And I just wanted to, I was going to talk about this earlier, but I didn't really get a chance to because there's so much action going on. They're looking strong on off-meta TSM picks, right? Biofrost is a really, really good Recon player. And he's really good on champs that can make plays like Recon. So if he's able to make off-meta champs like Recon work, Doublelift being able to play champs like Kaisa, if they're able to make these champs work, right? That's super scary for teams like FlyQuest, right? Because we can just go ahead and assume that they can play the meta stuff, right? If bars gets left open, we can just go ahead and assume that Doublelift can play that, right? Yumi gets left open, we can assume that Biofrost can play that. He showed he could play it last week. But if teams have to watch out for the meta champs and the off-meta champs like this, I would be very scared.
Yeah, and you know, Doublelift was a prolific Kaisa player when she was in meta while he was still on Team Liquid, grabbing 4 championships, bringing it back, looking good. But this Fiddlesticks, man, it's so scary to think that you might actually have to ban Fiddlesticks in an LCS game because Bjergsen might pull it out on you and just hit you out of nowhere with it.
Yeah, and you're not seeing it in the CS department. You're seeing it in the map pressure department, which is unfortunately a statistic that's not going to show up on the scoreboard, right? But anytime you're looking at the map, Bjergsen is on a side wave and he's forcing either Ica or someone who can respond to Bjergsen, which is not a lot. Like you have to send maybe 2 players at the minimum to go respond to Bjergsen, 3 or 4 at the maximum. The pressure that he's drawing from Immortals is so crazy as we see Ocean Soul picked up by TSM like it was nothing 27 minutes into the game.
If you thought this game was over, it is 100% over for Immortals at this point. You know, like Bjergsen on this side lane with his effigies clearing, I just cannot like underplay the strength of Fiddlesticks effigies and just the vision control it gives you. He has a 39 ward score, second most on the team. Not something you see out of mid laners a lot, but that's just because Fiddlesticks can clear out and put vision down together so well.
And not to be underplayed is how well the rest of TSM is doing. It's not like Bjergsen's carrying here. This isn't team solo mid. It's team solo mage, I guess, at this point, because that's what the Fiddlesticks feels like. But you know, Kaisa 8-1-6, Broken Blades 2-0-6, Spica 5-1-12, making practically all the plays. He's a part of all the kills except for 1 for his team as he dives in onto Soaz there on the bottom side bush as he dives in over the wall as well. Dashes back over to Biofrost, and look at Broken Lane. He's killing turrets over here. And Immortals is just can't do anything about it.
I also would like to point out, Benji, that you do have Potluck on your team as Immortals is looking to engage. Maybe? Oh, that was a good heads-up play out of Soaz to knock up Bjergsen in case he was channeling the ulti.
Look, I was sad about it. Oh my gosh, Broken Blade dashing into the back line. Look out! There's a Bjergsen ultimate. 4-man shockwave, but it just does nothing to TSM. Look at those health bars. There's no one. Only Spica's low, but remember, he's got a Guardian Angel. So we're not really worried about him dying. Potluck gonna... Yeah,
Doublelift goes forward. Oh my goodness!
Flashes forward onto Ica, just completely melts him. And it turns out TSM backing off, it was just a ruse. Crazy damage coming out on the side of TSM here. And I'm honestly speechless at this point.
As I was saying, I have Biofrost on my team. 1-0-15, rocking that scoreline. Oh. So excited to see the points he's about to give me.
I have Potluck on my team. Not excited.
I'm sorry, Benji.
Oh, Bjergsen ulting over the wall along with Doublelift, who's just going to melt Alltech there. And they're just going to go on to Gate now. Going to clean up Gate. Now they're going on to Soaz. TSM perfectly mastering the ABCs of League of Legends. The A being target 1, B being target 2, and C being target 3. Going 1, 2, 3 on the target selection here. Really good team play. Really good game out of TSM.
Wow. And TSM just made a statement there. Although it was against Immortals, they just said, you know, the meta, screw it. We're going to play our game. We're going to pull out what we want to play. Pulled out the Fiddlesticks mid for Bjergsen, had a great showing on it, as well as an off-meta bot lane for Biolift, Doublelift and Biofrost.
Biolift works, dude. Biolift works.
And really such a great showing out of TSM.
I just cannot stop grinning. For how cool that game was to watch. Very fun to cast. And I'm really excited to see this FlyQuest match against TSM in the future. I mean, and if you're Immortals, I guess you got outdrafted. I guess the Fiddlesticks mid, you got outdrafted here. Got to go back to the drawing board for this one. 0-3 for this team. Not looking to be in the best shape. I'm a little bit sad. I have Potluck on my team. And I have Hui on my team.
Biofrost.
How many points?
45 out of a support.
Oh my god! I'm not facing you this week. It's fine. I'm not facing you this week. It's okay. It's okay. Oh man, imagine if you did predict it. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Thank you all for watching this. That is super fun to cast. I hope you had as much fun as I had casting it as you had watching it. I don't know if I said that right. And yeah. Have a good day, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next game.